Toastmasters VPPL. Yes, she is ready to on stage. She has very high commitment to Central and also to her CC manual. So tonight, she will deliver the second last speech, portion 9. So let's welcome Pace Chen.
Do you like cooking? Yes, I saw some of the hand nodding. And have you ever watched Mrs. Fong Tai cooking on TV? Yes. I like cooking and I like eating also. And when I was in a primary school, my mother and I watched Mrs. Fong's cooking always on TV, but that didn't help my cooking skills at all. In fact, my mother complained a lot on my cooking skills. When I was 13, my mother would need to go to work, so my sister and I was in charge to cook for the family, for supper for 4 people. So at that time, I went to the water market, gather all the ingredients and fruits, and hold the many plastic bags in my hands, and do all the cooking, washing, peeling, and washing all on my own. And before my mother's had get home. At that time, I find it very difficult to make. And one of the challenging dishes is fried eggs with tomatoes. It was really challenging to make because it depends on the quality of tomatoes and the quantity of tomatoes. Now, you know, the tastes of tomatoes could be varying. It could be very sour and it could be less sour. When you put in too less sugar in the eggs, the dishes could be turned sour. But then, if you put in too much sugars, it will turn too sweet. And if you put in some sauce to try to balance it, it will turn weird. Just weird. I don't know why. So at that time, I found it very difficult to make all these dishes. And my mom is picky about food. So my mom is a woman who get married at the age 18. So she cooked for the family for many years. So whenever I didn't cook it in the right way, or I didn't choose the right ingredients at the right season, she got angry. She looked at me and said, "What the hell are you cooking?" Or sometimes she put down the chopsticks and said, "Did you know how to cook? It tastes rubbish. I'd rather make some noodles myself." So all the food was left behind on the table. I was so upset. At that time, I was frustrated, I lost my confidence, I was questioning myself, and I didn't like cooking at all. A few years later, I moved to the hostel overseas. At that time, I had some parties with my friends, and we did cooking, and we did some chatting together in a very relaxed environment. And I found that cooking is really simple, and the food could be very tasty and nice. So why don't I try some cooking myself? My favorite food is cheese and dessert. Do you like dessert? I think most girls like dessert too. Well, I tried I tried to search the recipe from the internet, and I exchanged the recipe with my friends. I taught them how to cook Chinese food, and they taught me how to do Western food. I still remember the apple pie with some good smell, with cinnamon, with apple. That was really relaxed, and it was really simple to make, and it was delicious. So I do more cooking more often, and I learn a lot of food. I learn how to make a lot of food. So that's my very happy experience in the overseas, and I really enjoyed it. At that time, I totally forgot my mother cold shoe voice. What the hell are you cooking? And then my friends think that I'm brilliant.
Oh.
And then they and I have a very severe reputations. Woohoo! So I think cooking could be fun and simple. And if you cook with your sincere heart, the person who eats can feel the love in the food. And if you are the lucky one who is being served, try to think about the hard work behind the food, behind the process, and try to give some compliments to the person who cooked for you, and try to say some nice words at least. And that's all my share. Thank you.